Hello everyone and welcome to the ninth tournament. The ninth Pokemon tournament, and is this a special one? It definitely is. I think I came up with the idea for this tournament somewhere near the start of Tournament 8, and knowing that I already knew what I was going to do for Tournament 10, considering that was number 10, it was going to be special. Tournament 9 is going to be something crazy too. We're playing the Rental Battle Tournament. And unlike previous tournaments, I'm not going to give you a list at the start of this video with all the rules because they're pretty much the same as always. And the list of things that are different is just way too long to actually put in the editing, and I feel that'll take too long. I already have it in the tournament rules in my Discord, so I'm just going to copy paste that into the description and then tell you. So, rental battle tournament. What does that mean? Well, it means you rent a team. You don't build one yourself. You take a team that someone else built and use it as your own. Not a random person. I built all of the teams. Because Pokemon Showdown doesn't offer rental teams, so I built 10 different teams, all with different Pokemon of around the same strengths, and I let people choose from among them. What I told them were what Pokemon were in each team, but not their moves, not their items, anything like that. Even though I won't be telling you exactly what Pokemon are on every team, you'll find that out later, I will be telling you one Pokemon per team so you have an approximate idea of what to expect before I tell you all the rules in just a moment. All Pokemon have a base stat total of around 400, so you can expect Pokemon like Poliwhirl, Sunflora, Plusle, Normal Rotom, Clang, Diggersby, Hakamo-o, Alolan Persian, Weepinbell, and Minefield. And I also told them the following. All teams have an average base stat total of around 400. And that is including Eviolite. Eviolite giving 50% boosts to defense and special defense. There are no EVs on any Pokemon. All natures are neutral. All Pokemon have at least 2 damaging moves and 1 status move, so that might be Scald, Rock Slide, Protect Toxic. But that could also mean a Shadow Ball, Flame Charge, Chip Away, and Will-O-Wisp. Just as an idea. Almost all Pokemon have a damaging move that makes you stab, so the same type attack bonus. In the few cases that they don't, a teammate has that instead. For example, a team might have a Seaking, a pure water type, without a water move. In that case, a teammate, for example a Glalie, might have a water move, Water Pulse, to make up for the lack of a water move on Seaking. All weather summoning moves, Sunny Day, Rain Dance, Sandstorm, Hail, are used at least once in all teams combined. Some teams don't have any of these moves, some teams will. All terrains, Electric Terrain, Psychic Terrain, Grassy Terrain, and Misty Terrain, are also used at least once in all teams combined. Now, not all Pokemon have exactly 400 as their base stat total. Some are slightly higher, some are slightly lower, same with the Pokemon in the rental teams. Those Pokemon whose base stat total is higher than 400 generally have weaker and less useful moves than the Pokemon with a base stat total below 400. Same goes for items. Pokemon with a higher than average base stat total will generally have worse items than those with below average base stat total. Some items may even negatively affect the Pokemon, such as making them slower or damaging them every turn. Eviolite is only used twice in all teams combined. So out of the 10 teams, out of the 60 Pokemon in the tournament, only 2 have an Eviolite. There's no Mega Stones attached to any Pokemon. There are no Z Crystals attached to any Pokemon. And the abilities Pure Power and Huge Power are not used on any Pokemon. This is important because I think two Pokemon out of the 60 did have that as an option, and I didn't want that to make a difference in what people chose, because people did know the species of Pokemon that were in every team. Now, even though people, when they chose their team, would at least know what team they got and what species were on there, I'm not actually going to tell you what was on every team. I think I'll keep that a surprise for every battle that I have. Now, I won't be facing every single team in this tournament, so after the tournament is over, I'll just give you an overview of every single team and why I decided to put certain moves or items into for certain Pokemon. I will introduce you to my team, though. Where other people could just select a team, I knew beforehand all the stats and weaknesses and strengths because I built the team, so I actually let other people vote what team I would get. And from the teams that weren't chosen, I got the team with the most votes. There were only 2 teams that weren't chosen, which were Team 1 and Team 5. And out of those, Team 5 got the most votes, so Team 5 was the one that I will be using. Team 5 consists of Vullaby, Vanillish, Duosion, Lampent, Clang, and Palpitoad. One thing you will notice about this team, they're all Generation 5 Pokemon, and that was done on purpose. Teams 1 through 7 are only Pokemon of the generation that corresponds with their team number. So Team 1 only has Gen 1 Pokemon, Team 5 only has Gen 5 Pokemon, etc, etc. Team 8, 9, and 10 had a mixed match of all of them, pretty much. Well, near all of them, because there's only 6 spots on a team. With all of that out of the way, let's get into round 1. We're still doing the same kind of tournament, still Swiss with top cut. Our round 1 opponent is Darrad. I have Team 5, they have Team 2. And as you can see, Team 2 consists of Flaffy, Ledian, Sudowoodo, Sunflora, Quagsire, and Sneasel. I bet you're wondering what kind of moves I put on them. Let's figure that out. Battle. I start off with Lampent, they start with Flaffy. Flame Burst is the move I go with here. Shockwave on their part. It's base 60, 70 moves that I went with on a lot of these Pokemon. Flame Burst again. They resist that with Quagsire. Nice move. I don't want to get hit by that. I switched to Vanillish. I feel that that's a nice way to go. They use Bulldoze to lower my speed. They lower it again, but I have Frost Breath. I get a nice crit, but something I forgot here is that it's not freeze dry. I mix it 2 up. I thought it would be super effective, but it's not. It's actually the Frost Breath is the always crit move, just like Storm Throw, because Circle Throw is the one that switches them. Yeah. Frost Breath's always crit, and not freeze dry, which is super effective on water moves, even though it's a nice move. That's actually a move that only Vanilluxe gets. Anyway, they use Bulldoze again and actually take the lead 6-5. Vullaby comes in, Pluck. I take their Apico Berry and actually increase my special defense, which works against their water pulse. I'm confused now, which isn't nice. Then I use Punishment. Acid Spray lowers my special defense now. And likely they'll use that again, or another water pulse. Nope, they're not going to get to do that because I Pluck and they're gone. Flaffy comes in. I don't want to get hit by that electric move, so I resist it with Palpitoad. They send in some floor to use to fight against my water ground type. I lower their speed a bit, and I get out of there. Clang! Another Pokemon you haven't seen yet. Razor Leaf on Sunflora's part. Flaffy comes in. Meanwhile, I set up with Autotomize to increase my speed and lighten myself. I don't want to fight that Flaffy though, so switch to Palpitoad. They Fire Punch, which would be very dangerous for Clang. Luckily, Palpitoad is there. I Mud Shot again. I expected to switch to Sunflora, but maybe something else might happen, so I just Mud Shot it anyway. Clang comes in. They predict the switch, go into Flaffy. Well done there. I go into Lampent this time. And I resist the echoed voice. I was expecting a Fire Breath actually, but I'll take it considering this is no damage. They Shockwave, deal some good damage. I Flame Burst. I Hex this time, predicting a possible switch to something that resists fire, such as Sudowoodo. They use Sandstorm. Here's your Sandstorm user in the teams. I Bubble Beam. They take less damage due to the increased special defense in Sandstorm for rock types, but another Bubble Beam does take out Sudowoodo, and I take the lead 5-4. Sunflora comes in, so I switch to Clang. Hey, what have I seen this before? They Leech Seed, likely predicting a switch. Get some health, deal some damage to me that way. Anyway, I decided to Gear Grind and not set up because they're going to send in Fluffy soon. Anyway, that's what I expected. Razor Leaf deals some damage, they heal up some more. I Gear Grind again, they don't switch again, and Sunflora is out. Here comes Ledian. Mach Punch. I have Wild Charge. Haha. Good damage on them. I increase my special defense thanks to my held Apico Berry. With the Leech Seed damage, another Mach Punch is able to take out Clang. Lampent comes back in. They use Air Slash to do pretty good damage. They flinch me, so another flinch will be important. Doesn't work though, and Flame Burst takes out Ledian. Sneasel, we haven't actually seen that yet. Feint Attack takes out Lampent, 3-2 for me. Vullaby. Weak to ice, but can I do good damage? I have weak armor, lower my defense, increase speed, Citrus Berry, increase my health. U-turn deals some pretty good damage, but not as much as I'd hoped. Palpitoad in. Flaffy, I Bubble Beam, Flaffy is gone. They send Sneasel back in. I think they want to use Fake Out here. I think. Yeah, Fake Out. They actually have a normal gem as their item, so that's boost for Fake Out. Laser Focus as their status move, making sure their next move will be a critical hit. I then use Infestation, but they have the Pickpocket ability on that Sneasel. And because they used up their normal gem in attacking with Fake Out, Pickpocket then actually steals my item, steals my Colbur Berry, which normally weakens super effective Dark type moves. So if they now hit me with a Dark type move, it will be regularly super effective. The Laser Focus again, which is interesting. I Infestation again, and then the extra damage in between turns from Infestation takes out the Sneasel, which gives me a 3-0 win for the first battle. But as you're used to, it's best 2 out of 3, so I have to win one more battle to win the match this round. We've both learned quite a bit about each other's teams. Let's continue. Let's see what they can do against my Lampent. They send a Quagsire first. I'm not a fan of that. So Duosion, go. Acid Spray lowers my special defense, halves it. I decide to use Infestation, make them unable to switch, deal some decent damage. Duosion nearly KO'd, and ooh, I can actually use Hidden Power, crit them. But I don't, it's not super effective. It's not Hidden Power Grass. I believe this is actually Hidden Power Psychic, because its other Psychic move, like, below 60 base power for Psychic moves, I believe the only option they had was Psywave, which isn't really a set power, and the ones above it were Psychic and Psyshock. There was no Confusion or Psybeam, I think, for Duosion, so I decided to go with Hidden Power Psychic instead on Duosion. Volibee, Punishment. Increased in power thanks to the increased stat on Quagsire. A U-turn out, send in Palpitoad expecting a rock move. They actually use Tearful Look, which I'm not a fan of. I then predicted a switch, went for Focus Punch. That didn't work out, so the next turn I just go for Bubble Beam. They Rock Tomb this time, still don't switch, lower my speed. I still just attack. Mudshot, lower their speed, so I hope that I can attack first that next turn, which I am able to. Bubble Beam and Sudowoodo is gone. I'm happy the Mudshot actually hit, because it doesn't have full accuracy. Ledian comes in. I want to keep Palpitoad, even if it can't actually hit the opponent, actually keep it for Death Fodder so I can just switch it and get a free switch. And whatever they do, like, likely can't deal as much damage to Clang, even if they use Mach Punch. Because that, as you can see here, is just 13% damage. I Totemize, get an increase in stat, in speed, Wild Charge. They Tailwind, interestingly, and then Air Slash try to flinch me, which they likely need. They actually get it, go for Mach Punch. Doesn't work as well as they'd hoped. They might have hoped for a critical hit. I use Wild Charge and my special defense is not increased thanks to my health item. They Fake Out, flinch me. They use up their normal gem, so they're able to steal my item now. Although they won't steal it from Clang because, well, Clang's already used it. They Ice Shard because they know I'll probably be faster. And I'm able to take them out with a super effective Gear Grind. I Gear Grind again in the Sunflora. They Leech Seed. Take me out with that, which is a nice move. Now they heal a bit. I send in Vanillish though. Frost Breath, super effective crit. Takes it to Sunflora. Flaffy's the only one left. They're likely going to use Fire Punch. But I'm just going to let it happen. Let Vanillish take the hits. Deal some good damage with Frost Breath. Another Frost Breath. They don't get a crit. Do they get the burn? No, they don't do that either. And I Frost Breath. I could have used a different move on Vanillish there. But I didn't want to reveal Vanillish's other moves to potential future opponents, to keep its other moves as a surprise. There's something else that I could have done against the expected Fire Punch from Flaffy. However, I decided not to do that either because I felt I would win anyway without doing so, and I'll keep it a surprise for you as well, what my team can do against Fire Punch. That was round 1. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the idea of this tournament. I definitely really enjoyed it. There's a lot more to come. There's a lot more teams for you to see. Quite likely I'll actually show some other matches during Swiss to show off some other teams as well. I haven't fully decided on which teams and which battles to do that with, but for now, I won round 1. Good start for me in the 9th tournament, the Rental Battle Tournament. Until the next video, goodbye.